Christie Lamb has been described as the full package because she's a powerhouse vocalist and a vibrant, multi-instrumental, award-winning singer-songwriter of the very highest standard. This uber-talented songstress is a Golden Guitar winner who was voted CMC New Oz Artist of the Year and was subsequently crowned CMC Female Artist of the Year. Constantly impressing at live performances, Christie has become quite the regular face on the festival scene. She has subsequently been booked on many of Australia's premier country festivals and events, including CMC Rocks, the Big Red Bash, Denny Ute Muster, Gympie Music Muster, Groundwater Country Music Festival, Winton's Way Out West Festival, Savannah in the Round Festival, North Queensland's Rock and Country Festival, Cruisin' Country, Country Rocks Festival, and the Norfolk Island Festival, just to name a few. Oh, dear. Christie recently released her latest outstanding single, Damn Best, that I played just a minute ago, which follows on from the huge success of her Golden Guitar Top 5 highest-selling #1 ARIA album entitled simply Truth, and it will undoubtedly be as highly successful as her previous releases in no time at all. Now, I first interviewed Christie back in July last year, and I'm deeply honoured to once again have her standing by on the phone waiting to have a chat with me before she speeds off to a gig. So let's bring her on air without any further delay. Hello, Christie. How are you going?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great now that I've got this glitch sorted out. Wow. Okay. Oh, community radio at its finest. Look, again, thank you. I'm very, very grateful for you taking the time to have a chat with me. I know you're under pressure today to get to a gig. And no
worries. My pleasure.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Okay, now, look, welcome again to the Country Club. This is, I think, the second time we've had a chat, but it's always a rare privilege to have you on the show, so thank you very much for joining me.
No worries. It's good to be back.
Oh, you're lovely. a true professional, I have to say. Tell us the story behind Damn Best. Did you write that alone, or was it a co-write?
It was a co-write. I went to Nashville last year, and it was the first time I was able to go since COVID, so it had been a good 4 years or so since I'd been there, and I was catching up with a few of my favourite writers from the previous trips, and we were all just talking, going, what have you been up to? What's been happening in your life? Some of us were like, I got married, and some of us were like, I've got a kid, I've got 2 kids, stuff in our life, and someone else was like, yeah, I've got this amazing new job, and I get to travel with it, and all these different things. I was like, yeah, you know what, we all make, our living from music. And I was like, that's the damn best way to live, isn't it? And then we'd all just looked at each other and went, we're writing that. And, I came in with a completely other idea that I was happy to write, but we're just so full of positive thoughts because we're all just catching up like old mates who hadn't seen each other in 4 years, and the title just kind of popped out of my mouth and went, yeah, let's run with that. We're all vibing that. Let's run with it and see what happens. And I think even with all our talking, catching up, writing a song, putting it down on our phones, a little work tape of how it goes, listening to it back and going, do we need to change anything? The whole thing was done in less than 2 hours.
Oh, really?
An hour 40 or an hour 45 or something like that. And we all just went, it shouldn't be that quick, should it? And I was like, oh, maybe it should. If it's right, it's right. And went, yeah, okay. It was just one of those really bizarre kind of, didn't overthink it, ran with the vibe in the room, and I think that's what worked for us.
Wow. That's amazing. 2 hours. So does that include recording it?
It includes just putting it like an acoustic guitar and my vocal down onto just a little work phone on your little voice memos on your iPhone. Not a full proper recording or anything like that. The recording took longer than the 2 hours.
Yeah, that's. I would have been impressed if that had been the case. Let me tell you, but I'm already impressed the fact that you sat down and wrote such a great song in such a short space of time.
Thank you.
Yeah, it goes to show that you are a very, very talented person, and the people you work with are also very, very talented. So, the product speaks for itself. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now, how's your album going? The Truth. How is that going? You must be really proud of that.
I just hearing your intro was lovely to reminisce about all those things that I've done and festivals I've played and how well the album did. And you kind of forget all that because you're always on to the next thing and, working on something else. So at the moment I've been in the headspace of Dan Best, and we've released a single, and we've been doing some shows and gigs around that, trying to launch it and promote it and things like that. And then it's just like, okay, what's the next single going to be? I'm already planning for the video clip of that one in my head while still promoting this song, and we're always thinking of the next step, and then it's just like, well, then there's got to be an album after that next single, and all these thoughts are going in our head. So it's really nice to reminisce and think about where I've come from and all the things I've done and how well the last album did, but then it also goes, oh, that means the next one's got to be just as good.
Okay, so
my head goes.
so it's not actually too early to start discussing your next album.
No, I've already got another single in mind for a bit later in the year. I'll be heading overseas shortly for a little family holiday, which will be quite hectic. First time I'm taking my little 1.5-year-old overseas all the way to the UK, so I don't know how to go on that plane, but we'll figure it out as we go.
That's excellent. I love it.
Yeah, well, all my family are based over there, and
over there is where?
In the UK.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah, in England. So, going to go over there and see my cousin. One of them's got a 3-year-old and a 4-month-old now, and then the other one's got a 3-year-old little girl, and I've got my little girl. So it's going to be, a big family vacation full of little ones probably ruling the roost the whole time that we're there. But it'll be good, and then we're going to get back and get into the Gympie Muster and a whole bunch of festivals and think about releasing the next single. So, it's already... seeds are being planted now for that next single, and then therefore an album for next year.
I've got to send you, when we're finished here, I'm going to text you our mailing address here at the studio, and I'd be so grateful if you could send me your current album,
yes, of course,
the CD, and anything else that you've got coming out in the future, because I love having Christie Lamb stuff in my playlist, okay?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm all about supporting good Aussie talent, and you tick the box, no doubt about it.
Cheers, thank you.
So I'm happy to play all your material, unless it doesn't suit the show, I mean, but so far so good. I mean, everything of yours I've heard is...
always good to hear.
and that's not, I'm not being critical about anything that you do. I don't like ballads, I'm just that sort of guy, so I tend not to play them too much. But, I haven't heard a ballad from you yet. So, and that, again, not a criticism, I'm sure you've put some great ballads out, so,
Oh, it's always nice to break up an album with a ballad, but of course radio wants to focus on their keeping their listeners nice and bright and energetic whilst they're on the roads and things like that. So I understand where you're coming from as well.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've got to appeal to a broader audience. I mean, you can't just say, "Oh, I'll do this album for Harry." You know what I mean? It's just
exactly.
But anyway, now there's a couple of things, just quick. I really want to ask you. Well, this is not important, but I'm curious. Where was that video shot for your track?
It was shot not too far from where I am. I'm based in Camden, New South Wales, and it was about 20 minutes up the road, I think, in Oakdale, and it was a retro glamping caravan park, and it was it was really cool. It was like a little pink, rustic old caravan decked out behind us, and then the great river bank that we were shooting in front of, and some of the guys jumped in at the end, and there was barbecues around, there was gravel roads. It was just a really cool little country setting, and then just a tranquil little bit of peace. It just a space for us to go, and we could make as much noise as we wanted. We weren't disturbing anybody, no housing around or anything like that, and it was just a really great day out. You rock up to a video clip, and you've got people that want to come and be extras in your video and things like that, and you go, well, I've not met any of them before. I hope they're not camera shy and things like that, and hope they know what they're getting into. And nobody knew each other, but by the end of the day, we were all friends, and a couple of them are coming to my shows next weekend for my birthday bash and things like that. So, yeah, it's really nice that you can make new friends out of music.
That's great. Yeah, lovely stuff. That's a good story. But I've got to tell you, that, I love those pink flamingos.
Yes, it matched the pink caravan that was behind us, but we never actually got the caravan in the shop. But, yeah, you can look it up. You can Airbnb it and stay out there if anyone's coming up this way. It's a pretty cool place to stay.
Good to know. Well, there you go, listeners. Good place for a holiday. And you can say, well, Christie Lamb was here. Great stuff. All right, look, Christie, I know you got to get away to go to your gig, so we might wind it up here. Unfortunately, it's been a little bit too short for my liking anyway. I would have loved to keep talking to you, but...
I appreciate the time still.
Yeah, I'll let you go because I know what it's like, to head off to a gig, and it can be stressful enough without having to worry about, talking on the radio. But look, I wish you all the best. Have a great gig. Break a leg, and please keep the great product coming. I'll play it.
I will do my best.
Yeah, no, look, you're on the right tram. There's no worries about that. Again, thank you for taking the time to have a chat with me this afternoon, and I look forward to...
no worries, my pleasure.
And I look forward to doing it again real soon.
Yes, definitely.
Hopefully when your next album or next single comes out, so yeah.
I'll let you know.
Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, well, look, have yourself a great day, have a great gig, all the best to you and your family, and,
You too, thank you.
Live well. Okay, bye-bye for now.